Hi friends, good evening to all of you. Welcome to JTC India YouTube live Java classes. So I'm waiting for you all. Please come fastly so that we can start our sessions. Yes. Good evening. Started or? So it's not coming. Hi friends. Okay. Right, so good evening. How are you all? Please tell me. Good. So friends, one thing. Good evening, Nagendra. Good evening. Just share it fastly and all other things so that we can, good evening, so that we can start it well. So here guys, we have, as we have started this initiative to take the YouTube live classes, and as we can understand just by saying these concepts of YouTube live classes and whatever we are giving into this here, right? So one thing we want to know, like in the present class, in this present class, whatever we are continuing here, any issues from your side, anything, any problem like you are facing in attending the classes, because we want to know that, because till the time we are not able to understand the user experience, like how you guys are experiencing this class, what is the level of comfort in this class, right? So if we are not able to know, and I am saying to you all guys, see, you are the user of this classes, whatever classes we are taking it, you are only the user of this classes, right? So I'm saying, I'm requesting to you all that please do not get satisfied so easily. Keep on asking the questions, and I'm here to answer. I'm here to do everything, right? So keep on asking the questions, guys. Keep on asking the questions, because till the time you are not asking the questions, you are not raising your issues, we won't be able to solve in that case, right? So it's my humble request to you all that whatever issues, see, I think now light and all problem we have solved it out, and in this, if any kind of problem is there, so that soon we will solve issue related to the light and all other sort of things, but hope it is fine for you. Fine. Apart from this, in explanation, in anything, in any, see, we have chosen the English mode of language. English we have chosen to continue these classes, right? Why we have taken this English? Because many are from the North India, many are from the South India. They all can be on the same platform to understand it, right? It is. So that's the reason we have taken this English channel, English form or English way of taking the classes here, English language we have chosen it, right? So out of this, if anyone gets any issue, any problem in this, you can directly write mail to me. You can directly write mail to me. My mail, I'm just giving my personal mail ID to you all. And in case you are facing any single issue, right? Please write mail to me, because immediately I'll be looking into that mail and whatever required, I will be taking action on that mail also. Fine. Here I am writing my mail ID. It's the something called as the Som Prakash dot Rai @gmail.com. This is what my mail ID is. You all can note it down. And why I have started in this beginning of the class itself, because initially means there will be like some delay in when you are coming for the classes, so thought to discuss this only. So if any one of you are facing any kind of, you can easily share your feedback on this particular mail ID, it is right, that I will be taking care of that. Now, as I am again saying to you all, that this is just an beginning. This is just an beginning. Beginning in the sense that as I am your Java faculty, I am your Java trainer, as well as the Python also I will only be taking. So being a Java faculty, or you can say being a Python faculty, I have started from myself. But on this same platform, you will be getting a different variety of things here. Trust me. And very soon, because I am not announcing it in a prior itself, I am not announcing it, but very soon you are going to get all these things here. Very soon. And many different kinds. So this is what we are going to change, the different way of, you can say, the technical education itself. Technical education. And it is going to be great things for you itself. Because see, mostly what I have seen to the students, either you are learning Java, you are learning Python, or whatever programming languages you are learning. What exactly you should know, you are not at all aware with all that. Fine. And based on that less skill set, you are searching job in any company. Whenever you are searching that job in any company, in that situation, what problem comes? Simply you are roaming here and there in different companies. You are getting frustrated with you are not getting the job because of the poor skill set. And this is the across India, it is the same problem. Different colleges, same problem we are getting. And second thing is, once we get into in any company as a freshers, the problem is we are not getting the good profile job also. So this is one biggest issue in that. And that we are trying to solve, we are trying to take out this next label into that. So we need your support in that case, right? So anyways, I hope all of you have came here, and now I shall start the class. Okay. In this, any questions, once again I am asking to you all, if any kind of questions, any doubt is there, kindly write in your chat box. Please do write in your chat box. Okay. Fine, there is no question into this. So yesterday what I have discussed, let's come to the point. Now I am talking about your next topic here. What yesterday I was talking about a different kinds of concepts, right? The very first one here is, as I was discussing here character set. The second point in this, what I was discussing here is the identifier. Identifiers. Third one, what I was talking about, it's a data type. Data types, right? These three things mostly I have explained yesterday. Out of this, if you guys are getting any kind of questions, any doubts you are getting into this, you can ask that doubt, that questions you can ask. Fine? Next, now coming to that, here I am coming up with another topic called as the variables. What is that I am talking about? It's a variable. See, when I am talking about a variable, and second one when I am saying here is the constant. What is that now? Constant. These two important concepts here. So whenever as I say it's a variable, you will say, what you will say, what would be your answer when I am talking about the variable? Your answer will be, or you know it very well, you know it what is exactly variable is. What is the variable again if I am asking to you all? If I am asking you all, a very simple meaning what you can give for the variable is, the value of a variable, value means suppose this is going to be of some specific data type. This will be of some specific data type. Now if suppose here I am taking down a class called as the student. Here is the class I am taking. The name of this class here as I am talking about is the student. And in this student class, whatever as I have written into this, in this student class, see here, the properties of this class here, the properties whatever we are defining, that will be in the different forms, and the forms which is going to be either it is going to be some variable, and the second one it is going to be the something called as the constant. These two things we are going to have. Now one question to you all, that in Java how will I decide, how will I define the constant? In Java how I am going to define the constant? That is one again important question here. So in Java, basically in Java what we can do is, there is a const keyword. Const keyword is there here. Const is there in the list of keywords. But remember one point, can't be used. Can't be used. You can say this is a reserved keyword list. This is a reserved keyword list. This is a reserved keyword list here. It is a reserved keyword list into this. It is a reserved word, which means that in future this could be in use, but at present it is there in the list of keywords, but we cannot use it. We cannot use it. Now since when I am talking about variable, so what exactly variable is? What exactly variable is? Which means that, see here, first, so as I am writing here, see, understand this point. What exactly the variable is? Suppose student I am writing int of, I am defining a data type int of something called as the SID I have written. Int of SID I have written. So why we are calling this one as a variable, and why do we need to take this variable as? Because this property is going to be same for every student. If it is the student, then they must be having some SID, they must be having some enrollment number, they must be having some properties. The properties, if it is SID, let's say here the name, here next one I am saying it's the city, like that we could have some n number of different kinds of fields inside this. Is it okay? There could be a different kinds of fields, what we can write it here. So these all what we are defining is the exactly, it's a variable. Here definitely depending on the data types we must have to define it. We are going to define the data type of all that. Fine. So when I am defining the data type here, when I am defining name, city, all these properties, different kinds of properties we are writing it here. Did you got my point? Different properties we are writing. But remember one thing. See, let's say I am student, you all are the student. Fine it is. Once when you are the student, so how can I say you are the student? You must be having some set of fixed properties. And if that properties are matching with your characteristics are matching with that corresponding properties, then only we can call you are a student. Then only we can call you are a student. You are the student. When we can call you are the student in that. So once it is matching with your requirement, then only we are calling it as a student. Are you getting my point? And that properties is going to be same for everyone. For you also, for me also, for everyone it is going to be same. Those whoever is student, right? But the value of that corresponding properties, even that is not going to be the same for everyone. That properties, some properties could be the same, some properties could not be the same, right? The properties which are same, the properties value which is going to, see, the one I am giving you high level definition, this I am going to explain you properly, don't worry at all about that. So I am giving you a high level definition that if a student, understand my point, if a student, employee or anyone fruits, anyone, any class. So when that person, when that particular thing can come into that class, remember, when it is satisfying its corresponding properties, then only it can come under that corresponding class. Fine. Okay, the next point again associated with this is, what is that? Let's see, properties are going to be, the property names are going to be the same, but the value of these properties, some values could be the same across everyone, some properties values is not going to be same for everyone. Do you agree or not? Are you getting my point, all of you? Did you understand it or not? Some properties are going to be, the values of that properties are going to be same, and some properties are not going to be the same. Now, the property values which is going to be same for everyone, we will be calling it as a constant. See, I am giving it something it's in something different form I am giving. So the value of the property which is going to be common for everyone, we will be calling it as a constant, and the properties value which is going to be different for each of the person, then that is the variable. Simple thing it is. I hope you are getting it. Are you getting my point? The value property which is going to be the same, the values which is going to be the same, we will be calling it as a constant, and the one which is not same, we will be calling it as a variable. Hope you are getting this all points into that case. Let's talk about here. Let's understand here in this. So see here first. If I am saying here, say, if for a student I am writing all these things. So see, first, the first answer for this is what? The value of variable can be changed. This value can be changed at any point of time. The value of these variables can be changed. Got it? Well, next one, next case here. See, if I am writing string, here we are writing the name. We are writing string name. So see, it is mandatory that every person, anything, whatever things we look, we touch, we see, everything is going to have some name. And if it is going to have some name, yes, out of that few things can have the same name, but name must be there here, right? Name, they must be having some name also. So here they are like suppose once we have written the string of name, so this is name, that is what we are defining it. Again in the same case here, the name whatever we have written inside this, let's say, so here string name we have written. Out of that, let's say I am writing string of country I am writing. What I am writing? Country. Let's say everyone is from India. Let's talk, everyone is from India. So if everyone is from India, then for everyone country name is going to be the same. Country name is going to be the same. So if country name is same, why do we need to assign the value again and again? So in Java, when you wanted to declare a variable with the fixed value which means that the value of that variable is going to be the same, going to be the fixed, then in that case what I am going to do here is I will be declaring it as an, what is next now? Final. What is that I am going to declaring? Final. And here inside this case, in this according to the data type, we will be providing the value, whatever the value we can assign into this. This is what the values what we have assigned inside this. This is what the value, that is what we have done into these cases here. Are you getting my point? So see here. Now, because we have done the final, this variable is the final. This, and in Java first, in Java, when I am talking about this particular one, so this we are calling it as an, what we are calling it as an final variable. We are calling it as a final variable. We are not calling it as a final constant. Did you got my point? We are calling this one as a final variable. We are not calling it as a final constant. And why it is a final variable? Final variable. So we are calling it as a final variable. There is some reasons why we are calling this one as a final variable. So this is in Java. It is similar, and in another form, what you can say, a variable with fixed value. More in depth about this we will discuss once we are discussing the objects. About this all things more in depth we will be talking about once we are discussing the objects. What is the objects and all other sort of things are there. That time we will discuss more and more in depth about all these things. That in that case we will be discussing here. Hope you are getting it. Okay. So we will be discussing about this one once the, I think audio and all is clear. Okay. Fine. So that time we will discuss what exactly this constant. So hope you understand what is the variable and what is the constant. The exact constant, and see, for here I am just giving you one point in this. What is that point I am giving you? Later on we will be again discussing that. Suppose in case, one second. So in this case here first, actually this is also one kind of constant, but the more preferred way of declaring the constant is something again in the different manner. This is the more preferred way of declaring the constant in this. What is that? Here we are writing static final, and whatever we are writing string of something called as the country. We are writing whatever names you want, you can write it here. So exact constant features and all other things in Java is the, what is that? Static and final variable. It is the static and final variable. What is the static and what is the final? About that we will be discussing later. About that we will be discussing later here about this. So in this, any questions to you all? I'll be coming to few more points here, few more questions here in this. Any questions in this? Now I have some questions here. Let me explain you one more point. I am writing one example and you just tell me what all the answers I am going to get into this. Sure? Will you answer it or not? Reply me in the chat box fastly. I am going to write one example and just let me know whether you are explaining, whether you are answering that questions all or not. Okay. I am writing here something. I am writing one question here in this. First, understand one thing here in this. See, I will be using Eclipse also. I'll be using Eclipse also, but initially I am not going to use the Eclipse because of reason so that you can understand the things properly when in the case of other things here, right? It is. So first I will be using the, you can say that is the notepad itself, so that you will, and even it is my suggestion to you all that you also should use the Eclipse, so initially notepad itself to practice the things here, right? You should also use this notepad itself. See, now here's a completely live practical examples we are doing in that. In case you are getting any kind of suggestions, anything you wanted to ask, immediately you can ask, so that it should not be like, okay, now in this here first. In this one first, let's write one example. I am writing one example here. One example, let's say the class hello I have written, and see, remember one point here. I am trying always to keep names as much as simple, so that you should not get involved in the naming conventions, what names I am using here. I am just using a very simple naming conventions which could help you a lot in order to, means it should not create any kind of confusion into that. Guys, you can like it because there is very less likes, so you can like it also. Okay, now here you see. I should not ask like and share, because you all should share it automatically. You all should like it, right? So At present these many people are watching and like is only 14. So immediately you should like it. Okay. What is that next now? Suppose I am writing one variable int a. I am not assigning any value here. I am writing a variable a and I am not assigning any value here. Fine. In this now I am writing one more final variable int a b is equal to or just I have written something like this. A, I have not given any value. See, a is a variable, and as in the Java case we have declared second one as a final. Okay. Now the first thing again, let's say I am writing void of show method here I am writing, and inside this case I am writing println. In this case is here I am writing that is the show in which class now? Let's write it in the hello class. So I am writing here the show in hello class I am writing here. Did you got it? We are writing here that is the show in hello class. I am going to write it inside this. Well, now here again inside this I'll write one very simple thing here. You all should answer it now, a, and at the same time println of here that is the b I have written. Is it fine? Well, I'll do one more thing. It's a class something JTC2 I am writing. It's a, see what I will do here now. See, I'm going to use one convention. What is the convention I'm going to use? The one class I'll write, and second is the where I'm going to write the main method. So I'll be giving the numbering of these classes. I'll be giving the numbering of these classes. So well, in that case here I'm writing here that is the public static void main inside this string of arg I'm writing. Well, now you see here in this. See, first thing is that here inside this one, see, just wait and watch here. I'll be showing you many new different things here. Many new different things I'm going to show you. h1 dot which method I'll be just writing, it is the show method I'm going to write. So well, in this case now I'm going to save this example with the name of jtc2.java here. Well, here at this point if you are getting any questions comes into that, then you can ask in this here. If you are, in case you are getting any sort of questions, you can ask in this. Okay, well, now here the question to you is, see, first, see, I have just written one way. Immediately I'll write another way also to see the immediate results. Which is from the Java 9, which is the latest pattern, how you should write these all basic examples, right? So that is the Java 9 onwards, that all concepts are there. So I'll be coming into that here. So the question to you all guys, the question what I just wanted to ask is, the question is, what value will I be getting for the variable a and for the variable b? Can you please tell me AB? For the variable a, what value I'll be getting after, see, after successful compilation, what value I'll be getting of the a as well as what value I'll be getting for the AB? Can you please tell me in answer? See, I just don't want to continue this as an recorded class. I want this, it should be the fully interactive one. Yes, value of a and value of AB both I am expecting from everyone. Please write it. Please write it in the chat box immediately. What should be the value of a and AB both? What? Okay, everyone is giving the value of a only. Don't do cheating. Don't compile it and then you give it to. What will be the value of a and what will be the value of AB? AB and, okay, errors. Few are saying error. What about others? Don't compile in your system and then show. Tell me just by your understanding. Compilation error, okay, should be declared. It is after compilation you are giving, Nagendra. Santosh, default value of integer a. Okay, a. For a value it is 0. Well, next. Will give error, no. Okay, okay, that's good. If you are not compiling it and you are just telling answer, that's good. Okay. error. Okay, now here let's understand here. Let me compile it first. So here I'm going to compile this program, and in this compilation process I'll be getting here maybe in the something different way we are going to do. And here in this one I'll be just writing something here. So let's go to the E drive CD. Inside this case here the E drive we are going to write here. Well, and here inside this I'm just doing the compilation process here. So I'll write here Java C, and then it's a JTC something, let's say the 2.java I'm writing here. I have compiled it. See, what is the compilation error? It's giving here error. You see, understand it here. See, remember the points. If you are getting any error, any sort of things, don't get, means till the time you are not able to understand the errors properly, it will be difficult for you to understand here. So see, now I am there in the corresponding location. Previously what happened? That it was not able to find out the JTC2. Now once we have, okay, so we are in the corresponding location where we have saved our program into this. Well, now I am doing it compilation in front of you itself. So let's do and we get the output here something. Okay, congratulations those whoever was writing the error. Right, see everyone, most of you were writing the error, but many of you were writing the 0 also. Many of you were writing the 0 also. So see here, understand it here. Cannot find the symbol. Okay, it is a different error it is giving, boss. So at present, okay, let me go into this, cannot find the symbol. So here see, here I have declared variable AB, here the variable AB I have declared, and here I am using the B. So let's make it here. What is that you should make it here now? I am just writing inside this case AB. I have done it here, that is the AB in this cases here. Well, okay. When I am doing this AB, so let's now compile it again and you see the output here. See. Now you see the both things here first. Previously also it has given one error, and second time also it is giving some error. In both of these cases, now you need to tell me, you need to understand me, or you need to make me clear, correct me. You are expecting first error or you are expecting second error? What was your logic? Yeah, please answer me. Which one you are expecting first? Either it was the first error you were expecting or the second error you were expecting. Which one, which error you were expecting? Second one. Yeah, error was there, fine, error was there, but which error you were expecting? Either it was the first error or the second error. Many of you will come being, okay, no, I was expecting the same error. Yeah, second error it is, definitely it is a second error. See, so what, I'll just read it out, error for you. I'm just reading out the error for you. The variable AB not initialized in the default constructor. Let's not talk about here constructor, but I'm just coming with the first point in this. What is the first point here is, first point is what here, that the variable B is not initialized. And remember one point, that the variable B is not initialized. So first of all, we don't have the variable B here. Here in this case, AB is a final variable. Remember this, AB is a final variable. And this final variable AB must be initialized here. The variable AB which is there, we must have to initialize the final variable AB. If we do not initialize this value, if we are not initializing these all values, right? So final variable must be initialized before the use. Before the use I am saying, it must be initialized before the use. So one option, see here, let's say here, it's a final variable and it's an important interview question. It is an important fresher level interview question, that what could be the value. They will write like this in OCJP, important thing. In OCJP it is a very important question. You will get 100%. You will find in any dump, in any form, these questions are going to come. This final variable questions is definitely going to come in any different way, in any different form. Are you getting it? Next now inside this. So, well, here I have declared, I have initialized this variable and now I am just compiling it. Let's check the value. What is that? JTC2. Now there is no issue, there is no problem at all. And in this one, I am just running the program. We got the value. We got the value. We got the some value. We have got it here. Now let's come to another way. Let's come to the another way. What is that another way now? Here in this one, okay. Here what I am doing is, so one thing we got it from here. One thing we got from here. What did we got it from here? Guys, one thing we got it from here, one thing we understand from here. What is that we understand from here? Is that, see here, first, if in case I am declaring some variable, so see here, I'll just explain to you what exactly we are talking about and how it is coming in this. Now you see here in this, first, if in case first I'm writing variable int a I have written here, fine, a I have written, so this variable a which is there, whenever I have declared it here like this, whenever I have declared like this, I am printing this value. So if I am doing SOP of a, I am doing this SOP of a, whenever I have written it here as an SOP of a, remember this point, whenever I have written this one as an SOP of a, what I have written? SOP of a. So this is giving the value 0. What is this 0? Default value of int data type. Int data type. It's a default value of integer data type, right? It is. But my question is, see here, this question is what? It's suppose when you have written inside a class when you have written, here you understand this point, when you have written inside this class the variable, when you have declared it, when you have declared this variable, getting it? When you have declared this variable a, we have not initialized any value to the variable a explicitly. We have not done it. We have not initialized it explicitly. So my question to you is, and again, in the same way, when I am doing here the final int of ab, understand it here. Now see, this is also int type, this is also int type, this is also int type variable. Here also it is int type, it is giving 0, and here what it is giving? It is giving the error. So we did one test just now. We did one test here. What test we did? We did one test in this, that value AB which is there, AB value which is there, we have not since initialized it, so it is giving error, compilation error it is giving, that it must, okay, which means that, see, in this automatically some value is coming, in this automatically value is not coming into this. In AB, automatically values is not coming, whereas in A, values are coming automatically, correct? So how it is? So see, what happens here, see, final variable, whenever you are declaring any final variable, let's come to the point, whenever you are declaring any final variable, whenever you are declaring any final variable, whenever we are declaring any final variable, then you must have to initialize the value explicitly. Developer has to assign the value. Why developer has to assign the value? Because JVM automatically will not assign. Why JVM will not automatically assign value to the final variable? What is the purpose? What is the reason JVM is not going to assign the value to this automatically? Reason behind this is, understand it, reason behind this is that developer has chosen, developer has decided that no, this variable whatever I am writing here, the variable whatever I am writing here, it is going to be a constant. Constant in the sense what? I'm not going to change value. Whatever value as I'm doing the assignment, that only will be there. It's developer. It is the meaning of this only this. So in that case, how can a JVM can initialize the value? That's the reason developer has to explicitly initialize the value of final variable in any case. Whenever you are declaring the final variable, you must have to assign the value. Till when you should assign the value? Before the use. Whenever you are going to use it. Before the use, you should initialize the value to this variable AB. If you are not initializing the variable for the AB, then it will give the error, right? It is. So you must have to initialize the value of this. Whereas in the case of simple variables, whatever you have done in this case, here in this case, automatically, if you have not initialized, automatically JVM will initialize some value to the A. What value JVM will initialize automatically? Because by default value of that corresponding data type, whatever this data type we have of this, so integer default value is 0. So that 0 is going to be assigned to the variable A in this. Hope you are getting it, right? Is it clear now why it is fine? And see, one more question you may get here. See, I'll just show you one more question. If you are getting any question in this, see, it's a very important from the prospect of interview in this. Number of questions may come in your interview also, and again when I am saying about the OCJP and all other things, there are also few questions. So if you have a proper understanding, you can easily make all the questions correct into that. Oh, so let's discuss it into this. See, first what I'm doing here, I'm not initializing this value here. See, I'm not initializing this value. See, I know if some of you might be knowing all these things, but again I am saying it. We are doing n number of experiment here only. In live class only we will do every experiment, right? It is. We should do every experiment. There's nothing to complete the things and very fast we should go. No, do it here only. Whatever experiments you will also tell, whatever there is in my mind, everything we will do here, right? So let's understand in this. See here, AB. So question everyone must be thinking that boss, AB can be initialized only at the time of declaration, or later on also we can initialize the value. Are you getting my, once again I am repeating my question. Question is, for the variable AB, is it at the time of declaration itself, here itself I should initialize it, or somewhere else also we can initialize? It's a very good question for interview. So see here, I am doing one more thing. I am writing here AB is equal to 999 I am writing. Well, when I am writing AB is equal to, what is that I am writing? 999 I am writing, something I am writing into this. Here see, let's see what will happen. Can you tell me? What will happen if I will do the same thing? Please. What will happen if I am doing the same thing? Answer me fastly. AB which is there, I am assigning to value AB, and then what is going to happen here? That's what I am asking. Again error, again error. The reason for this is the place where we have performed the assignment, we cannot perform only assignment directly to inside the class. We cannot write it. We cannot write it directly inside the class. So here, let's check it out once. Here I am writing, let's see here in this. I am doing this compilation. Compilation when I am doing here. So see here, there is some problem in this. There is something it is giving this. Identifier expected something. What it is giving? Identifier expected. No identifier has been given. Okay. Well, in this, so let's comment it here. So understand one point here, that we should not do the assignment. Okay. Now again I am doing this assignment somewhere else also. Understand it here. Where else that assignment I am going to do? Here I am doing this assignment into this somewhere called as the AB is equal to 999. I am doing this assignment. If I am doing this assignment everywhere, so in this case now, I am just writing here. See, I am compiling it. Again, what error it is? Cannot assign a value to the final variable here. See, cannot assign value to the, let's check it out once. Here see, for AB I am assigning the value called as 999, that too where I am doing inside the method, we are doing it here, right? So when I am doing inside the method, let's check it out. Compiling again. It is giving the compilation error. Now, cannot assign value to the final variable. See, I'll be asking one question. Okay. Here, hope you are getting it first. Question to you all is, with you all, there is one question which I want to ask. What is that question? Here, from these all experiments, we came to a conclusion, we came to a point. What is that point we came here? Understand it. We came to a point. What is that? Point is that boss, where here, from here, we are coming to a point. What is that point is? See here. If it is a final variable AB, if it is a final variable AB, so the value to this final variable, is it necessary to initialize here itself? Tell me, is it necessary to initialize here itself, or if I am not initializing here, so any other way to initialize it? Any other way to initialize it? Yes or no? Reply me fastly, guys. See, again I am saying, guys, this class is an interactive class. Interactive class. If you want to go through in only kind of recording format, so there are number of videos which is available on that, right? So till the time you are not trying to interact, your number of questions should come, right? N number of questions should come. N number of replies should come. If that engagement which is not being done, communication is not establishing, then there is no use of live class, right? It is. So that is very important into this. Fine. So okay. Now you see here. So question is it necessary to initialize here itself, or some other way is also there? Tell me. Yes, there are other ways also to initialize it. This is not only the way. That always I will be showing it one by one, because everything we cannot show it here, because that topic yet you haven't studied it officially here in this class. Here, what is that? The first way, at the time of declaration, at the time of declaration, this class we can do. Hope my handwriting is fine for you all. Handwriting, try to understand it, because some here and there I am doing it, so hope you all are okay. Okay, next one again inside this. Second point, what I am trying to do is, with the help of constructor we can assign. With the help of constructor we can assign. How we will do it? We will discuss in the further topic. When the topic will come, we will discuss it. How we are going to do it, we will discuss it. We will come to that. And third one, with the help of blocks we can do. With the help of blocks we can do. These all processes I will tell you in the further classes when that topic is going to come, because at this time our topic is not to this. Our topic is at this time here, what is this? That what is the final variable? Hope you are understanding this final variable. Now one more question. Any one of you are having any question, or shall I ask again another question? Yes, please. Any questions from your side, or shall I ask some other question? Here, did you understand my point? This is the three different ways where we can initialize the final variable. Other ways are this, how it works out, that I will be showing by writing the examples later on when that topic will come. Fine, it is now. Now, at this initial stage, my question to you all is, do you have any other question related to the final variable? Yes or no? If you don't have any question, I will ask some questions. So please first you try to ask. Any questions you guys are having, you ask it, or else I will be asking few questions. Yes. Any questions in this? At least reply no if you don't have any question. That's what I'm trying to say you. If you don't have any questions, reply at least no. No sir, we don't have any question. Very good. Because, okay, now here. Well, now in this, yeah, I shall ask. I am asking again one question. The question number one is, boss, if it is a final value which is kind of a constant, right or not? It is a final, so when we are saying it kind of a constant. We are saying it is a kind of constant. Did you got it? Okay, well. Now here itself, it is a final. So can we change the value of this particular final variable or not? If suppose can we change the value of this final variable or not? Can we change the value of this final variable or not? Or is that a different kind of values can we initialize to this final variable or not? Yes. Can we initialize the different types of values to this final variable or not? See, yeah, can we initialize different values? See, first, it is, remember this, it is a final variable. What we are calling? Final variable. We are not calling it as a final constant. We are not calling it. What we are calling it? Final variable. We are calling this one as a final variable, which means that some feature of variable is there into that? Is it some feature of variable is there into that? Yes, it is there, because this final variable values can be changed. See, a lots of things are there to tell about this final variable. I can take 1 or 2 days to tell only about this final variable itself, right? So I'll tell you. Very good, Rima. Very good. We can assign a different values for the different objects in very good, Rima. Rima Saswal is there. She is answering this question. Very nicely you have answered it. Yes, the final variable value can be changed, but not in the same instance. In a different instance, we can assign the different value to that corresponding final variable. Hope you are getting it. In a different instance, we can assign a different value to that corresponding final variable. Hope you are getting it. In a different instance, we can assign a different value to the same final variable. That should be a different instance. Did you understand it? What I told just now? Everyone, please reply it. Did you understand what just now as I said? Okay. Even if you are not understanding that point, I will come to that point. I'll be explaining. I remember it. Write down this question in your notebook. Whenever that topic will come, at that time, we will be discussing here in the same class itself. We will discuss that same thing here again in the same class, right? You should not be having any questions in that. Okay, well, so I hope now you got the clear understanding of what is the variable as well as what is the constant. Did you got some clear idea with that? What exactly variable is and what exactly constant is? Any questions? Any questions in this? Okay, now I am doing one announcement here, or you can say kind of announcement, or see, one more thing. In the book I have given all these questions, I have given these answers. Those whoever have not taken this book, kindly keep it with you, which is going to help you a lot in a different way, because whatever as I am explaining to you all can learn the same thing in this book, right? So as it is, things are there inside this book. I have written in the form of question, answer and examples also I have given into this. So you can get this book from the Amazon, the link I have given into this. And those who have not joined in the Telegram channel, kindly join the Telegram channel by clicking in the link. Those whoever have not joined the Telegram channel, kindly be in the link. Okay, remove the book. Okay. Click on the link and join the Telegram. Telegram is the app on the mobile through which you can join it in this. Fine. Now, next thing is that. So, you got the point. Here is about the variable and a constant into this. Now, I am doing one announcement here today. The announcement is we need effort of all of you, because this Java, these technologies, different technologies, we are making it learning, we are making it open source, and we are trying in order to make these all things mostly open source. There will be, because we believe it, for the basic things you should not pay anything. That is what we are believing it. Fine. Those who need some expert solutions, okay, that is fine. So, today what I am announcing is the day when 100 people will be watching live, the day when 100 people are watching live on this Java class, that day we will start the interview preparation classes. From that day onwards, we will be coming in the different slot and we will be announcing the interview preparation class. Interview preparation, I am making you assured that interview preparation related to core Java, related to advanced Java, related to the frameworks, all that interview preparation I am going to do here, and you can say 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, till 3 year, 3.5 years of experience, you can easily clear the interview. That kind of questions I will be discussing here. From the core, from core till JDK 9, 10, every sort of things I will be discussing here, right? So the thing is, now it is in your hand when you are, because see, once you are all sharing all these things on the different day, the day, if suppose tomorrow 100 people are watching, day after tomorrow I will start the interview preparation class for you all, and I'll be taking your question also, I'll be answering that questions also, as well as my questions also will be coming, and you all will be getting PDF of question and answers, whatever as I will be explaining in this class. So now guys, it depends on you, it is totally on you how things you are making it popular in this, right? You are sharing on your Facebook, you are sharing on your WhatsApp, wherever, whatever, however you do it, things is there in your hand, right? So now you tell me, any other questions from this? Anything else? You can please ask. Any questions? Any doubts in this? And we are coming up with the aptitude class very soon. So, okay, one more thing. How many of you are looking for the aptitude class also? Aptitude reasoning classes, quant and all. And what preferred timing you are looking for? At this time, we are planning for your aptitude class within just in few days only. It is going to come aptitude class on this channel itself, on this YouTube live channel itself. We are assigning the aptitude classes on the same channel which you all can attend free of cost, right? The preferred timing, I wanted to know your timings when you all are available. So see here, we are going to start this quant, aptitude and all these classes from evening. You can say 6:30 to 7:30, 6:30 to 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. guys. Very soon, date I will announce you very soon, and I will announce your sir also, which sir is going to take. And see, those whoever is fresher, those who are just searching for job, looking for the job, for them it is going to be a very good opportunity. This aptitude level will be level of MCAT, e-litmus and all other sort of things. That kind of aptitude what we are going to do here, right? So this is the particular time at present we are planning, right? It is right, aptitude and technical reasoning and all other things are classes going to be on the same timing. On the attitude classes will be the part of this. Sir, that will not be the attitude. That will not be the attitude classes. Aptitude classes it is going to be. It is going to be the aptitude classes, sir. Okay. Next, now in this, okay. Is there any difference between static and final? Lots of, again, tomorrow we will discuss is difference between static and final. What all this difference between static final, that we will discuss it. Let the time will come. At that time we will discuss. Okay. So again in this case here, first is that this timing is comfortable for you all, 6:30 to 8:30, 6:30 to 7:30, this aptitude classes? Yes, it is going to be the part of this only. Yeah. So are you comfortable with these timings, guys? Okay, so it is very soon it is going to come, aptitude classes, and the day when 100 peoples will be keep on watching live, at that day, next day to that, I will start here the online interview preparation free of cost, and every one of you, those who are there in the campus, everyone can enjoy that classes. That will be a very high, means you can get it freely. Start attending the interviews and how to clear the interviews, technical preparation, complete technical preparation you will be getting here. Okay, any questions? So guys, thank you, thanks for coming, giving your time to us, and thank you for coming here. Kindly like it, share it, subscribe it, press the bell icon to get the notifications, right? And share with your friends. That is what. Write your feedback to us. Already the mail IDs I have given in the starting of the video. So if any kind of things is there from your side, any kind of suggestion, any comments, any complaints, any sort of thing, kindly write us to us. We will be we will be reading out your complaints, every sort of things very carefully into that case. And we will be even taking the actions on that. We will try to improve ourselves in that different ways. So thank you guys. Thank you for coming in. Thanks. Good night.